And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Kaiser will sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Milano coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jones. Open man right side is Shark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert.
Gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Jones throwing again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing Jones. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
1st down, Kaiser. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On first down, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones throwing after the interception. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. For Kenner here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Second down, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Jones on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jones back to the air on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Howard on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Kaiser now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Kaiser now. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His throw caught right around the 6. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. DeShone Kizer, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He leaves this one for Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Detroit! 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 Gun!
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kids...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jordan Howard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Jones. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still fighting. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Kizer on first down. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Off the play fake, Kizer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Kizer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Kizer to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to